We suspected there was more to Abigail Spencer's character, or, at the very least, the plot, than first appeared when it was disclosed that she would be portraying a missing persons detective on 911. That was the situation. She abducted Maddie, Jennifer Love Hewitt, at the conclusion of the first of the two-part series. Episode 10 of the thriller ended with Amber holding Maddie in her basement. She had several identities, and Peter was the one who dialed 911 in the identity of John and the person the dispatcher had spoken to. Athena, Angela Bassett, had just uncovered who was actually behind a succession of kidnappings and killings when Maddie's husband Chimney, Kenneth Choi, visited Amber's to discuss the case.It was Maddie who knocked Amber over the head and saved Chimney, her throat cut. Athena then killed Amber by shooting her, saving Chimney as he was tending to his wife's wound. Abigail Spencer, actually, I didn't. The fact that there was some surrender to what Tim, Meniere, Ryan, Murphy, and the entire Murphyverse are doing with the show and to be truly receptive to what transpires was, I would say, one of the things I truly loved about the experience. And there's a truly lovely quality to that. They did, however, present me with the 2 episodes' plots. I was given an arc by them. That was modeled on a genuine killer, they told me. I simply thought, oh, that's really interesting. Because when I go on, the expectation is that people would say, oh my god, a new detective for the Angela Bassett Abigail Spencer spin-off of a buddy cop drama, and it seems like this is what has been going on. Giggles, because that's what I believed. Am I in a buddy cop drama by Angela Bassett? I asked myself. Simply register me. Many thanks. The twist comes next, and I thought it was a really clever move to lead the viewers in one direction and give them the impression that it would be one thing. If I were on the show, joining the cast, and saying, hey Jennifer, I love all these people, so happy to be here. So fun, I would believe it. And then it takes a different turn, which I think is very Ryan Murphy and adds a lot of the show's horror components. The sensationalized dread surrounding it is what caught my attention about the tone. It truly is about these first responders. Being a first responder is about them, their lives, and themselves.It is all about them, their life, and being a first responder. One episode may be a romantic comedy, which is what makes it so fantastic. I thought that one of the episodes might be a drama or a thriller as I was viewing it. So, I thought, wow, just permission. And the second of the 2-part series, this episode truly turns into a terror. The director, Jennifer Lynch, was fantastic and the perfect woman for the position, and I thought that was really cool. We can't help but question if Amber is truly gone, even though her brains are currently scattered around her kitchen's walls. Given that Hewitt and Spencer initially worked together on Ghost Whisperer, wouldn't it be a delightfully complete circle if Amber haunted Maddie in a later episode? Have you spoken with the crew? When we recommend this to Spencer, she asks. Did they really give you a call? They said, we're pitching a spin-off about the ghost of Amber Brayburn, as I was leaving. Look, I started in soap operas, so I'm down, I said. At my first position on All My Children, people would frequently die and reappear as twins or themselves. That sounds crazy, but why not? This show seems to experiment with these things. Spencer is undoubtedly correct in that regard. We would even say that 911 does more than just experiment with these kinds of things. Just ask Brian Hallisey, who has made several appearances as Maddie's incredibly deceased ex-husband Doug. Or Kelly, Devin. Speaking of Eddie's side pieces, poor Buck helped Eddie pack before sending him back to Texas this week, formally bidding his best friend farewell. Buck will definitely miss Eddie, but at least he will have his new nephew to look forward to. Chimney Jr. A stove? Really, there are countless options.